Americans are starved of reliable information when it comes to crime. Is it going up? Is it coming down? And are the true figures being buried? Whatever the case, there's an increasing sense of lawlessness sweeping the United States that hasn't been felt since the LA riots. Chaotic scenes like those witnessed at Baltimore City's inner harbor district are becoming more and more commonplace.
Look at this shit. You're mad.
Baltimore City Police Commissioner Michael Harrison said 200 young people were sent running after gunfire rang out just 50 feet from police officers. Young people.
Just get the fuck away.
Authorities were forced to respond by imposing a nighttime curfew that will last until the end of summer.
Here's how the curfew works. Those under 14 have to be inside by 9 p.m. 14 to 16-year-olds have to be inside by 10 on school nights and 11 on weekends.
Yeah, good luck with that.
BPD policy says officers are not allowed to pursue curfew violators in a vehicle or chase them on foot. The police union says they're so short-staffed, any enforcement will be tough.
Right, so it won't be enforced because there aren't enough police. Because you defunded the police. Wow, who could have seen this coming?
You just have to escape.
Gotta love Democrat-run cities. Meanwhile, in Chicago, despite investing hundreds of millions of dollars into the city, Walmart is closing down half of its stores there.
Some of its stores are closing Sunday in Chicago.
Target left, and now Walmart is gone. We don't have anything in our community anymore.
These stores lose tens of millions of dollars a year, and their annual losses nearly doubled in just the last 5 years, said Walmart. No thanks to this utter clown, former Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, and her soft-on-crime approach. And the genius idea on behalf of authorities not to prosecute anyone who shoplifted less than $1,000 in goods. Yeah, how's that working out for you? Shoplifting is so common in Chicago Walmarts, they're having to lock away the laundry detergent.
Over-the-counter medications and cosmetics. Also, laundry detergent is put away in cases. This theft deterrent strategy has also expanded to clothing like underwear. One Walmart in Burbank, it has not 1, 2, or 3, but at least 4 aisles in just the men's section, with mostly undergarments locked up.
This after Walmart was forced to close down its final 2 stores in Portland, largely fueled by the normalization of urban criminality and endless thefts. Yeah, roll out the red carpet for criminals to steal shit, watch them steal shit, then don't prosecute them after they steal shit. Then they wonder why all the big retailers are abandoning ship. Gotta love Democrat-run cities. There's much more on this, but first a word from the sponsor of this video. Cold turkey may be great on sandwiches, but there's a better way to break your bad habits. I'm not talking about some woo-woo hippie retreat in the forest. I'm talking about something way more practical. I'm talking about Fume. Now, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I've really enjoyed using this little beauty. It feels fresh. It feels cool. It doesn't feel like you're doing something that's bad for you. Instead of bad, Fume is good. Instead of vapor, Fume uses flavored air. And the flavors are delicious. My favorite's got to be the white cranberry. Instead of using electronics, Fume is completely natural. Perfectly balanced and weighted, designed with movable parts and magnets for fidgeting. Fidget. Let go of all that stress, all that anxiety, and just fume. Not everything in a bad habit is wrong, so instead of a drastic, uncomfortable change, why not just remove the bad from your habit? Stopping is something we've all put off because it's hard, but switching to Fume is easy, enjoyable, and even fun. Fume has served over 100,000 customers and has thousands of success stories, and there's no reason that can't be you. Join Fume in accelerating humanity's breakup from destructive habits by picking up the Journey Pack today. Head to tryfume.com/PJW and get 10% off with the code PJW when you order the Journey Pack. That's tryfum.com and use code PJW to get an additional 10% off your order today. Now back to the video. Meanwhile, in San Francisco, Whole Foods is having to close its flagship store after just a single year of being open.
Hey, sir, this location is closed permanently.
Closed permanently. Oh, okay, thank you.
Around lunchtime outside the now shuttered Whole Foods on 8th and Market Street today, a steady stream of disappointment. People who live and work near the grocery store's mid-market location told us they were surprised at how abruptly the store closed its doors, but not surprised by the reason.
The reason? Rampant homelessness, criminality, and stealing.
And they said that it was just too dangerous, too many people?
It's obvious. It's right where all the homeless people are. They come and steal.
De facto legalize open-air drug use. Literally hand out needles to homeless junkies at taxpayer expense. Then wonder why you have problems caused by homeless junkies.
In response to the closure, Dorsey announced he's drafting a charter amendment with Supervisor Catherine Stephanie to increase the San Francisco Police Department's staffing.
Bit late now, isn't it?
The only thriving business that's going on the corner of Market Street and 8th Street is drug dealing.
Gotta love Democrat-run cities. Also in San Francisco, 43-year-old Cash App founder Bob Lee was stabbed to death in what the media described as a good part of the city. Lee was attacked in the downtown, quote, well-to-do area of Rincon Hill neighborhood, former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's district.
Lee, according to the San Francisco Standard, dialed 911 and screamed, "Help, someone stabbed me."
Now we learn Lee walked up to a parked car to try to get help, showed the driver his wounds, but then the driver immediately sped off. He then tried to flag down another passing car, which also completely ignored him. Meanwhile, in the Marina district, the former fire commissioner was brutally beaten with a metal pipe.
Another high-profile attack in San Francisco.
The suspect walked away after the attack. Family and friends identify the victim as 53-year-old Don Carmignani, seen here in a radio show last October.
Utter lawlessness. Mentally ill psychos just parading around in broad daylight, pouncing on people. San Francisco Mayor London Breed responded to the attacks by blaming social media for creating the impression that San Francisco is an unsafe city. Yeah, it's not the violent attacks. It's people tweeting about the violent attacks. That's what's really to blame. Crime is so out of control in San Francisco, CNN journalists are the victims of it while simultaneously reporting on it. Got robbed again at City Hall in San Francisco. We had security to watch our rental car and crew car. Thieves did this in under 4 seconds. Security stopped the jerks from stealing other bags, but seriously, this is ridiculous. Looks smashy, but mostly peaceful. Gotta love Democrat-run cities. Meanwhile, in Philadelphia, Target just closed a 19,000 square foot store, following in the footsteps of convenience store Wawa, which called it quits on the crime-ridden city after constantly being looted and ransacked. The Washington Examiner called on Democrat voters to apologize to the rest of the city for their role in helping usher in what is being called the city's worst violent crime surge in 3 centuries of its history. Target has become a prime target for feral youths across the country who are treating it like a smash and grab free-for-all.
As you can see in this compilation of surveillance footage, there is often nothing subtle about it. Thieves openly stealing merchandise from Target locations across the country.
Along with other retailers, we've seen a significant increase in theft and organized retail crime across our business.
Gotta love Democrat-run cities. Gotta love defund the police. How's that working out for you? I've said it before and I'll say it again. One of the best life choices you could ever make is to get the hell out of big cities.
Just get the fuck away.
Get early access to videos, exclusive live streams, and personally DM me. You've seen how much I get demonetized all the time. Well, this is how you support me. By subscribing at pauljosephwatson.locals.com. Please click the link in the description.